Hi, I'm Grandma Judy. I'm 78 years old and I'm having a great life, and I hope you are too. Oh, we just had a big family reunion with the prep and everybody coming and everything. Lasted almost a week. It was so much fun and it wore me out. No, but it was so worth it. I had great grandbabies here, um, granddaughters. All of the kids were here. It was just wonderful, and their husbands and everything. Lots of food, lots of fun, lots of memories. Just kind of made my year. But what I want to talk to about is making sure that we always make our year, and we can do that by deciding to have fun. We can, and being nice. I know it's sometimes hard. Sometimes it's hard for me because I see stuff on the news and see people say stupid things to people and be angry for no reason at all. And I'm like, well, maybe I should be angry. Maybe I should just be bitchy. Nah, that's too much work. I have too much fun having fun, and I want you to have fun too. But we really have to concentrate on making our whole country, and by that byproduct, our world, a much happier place. We need to be kind to each other. Make sure that if you see somebody in trouble, give them a hand. You know, somebody counting out their last pennies to pay for a gallon of milk for the kids at the grocery store. Well, pull out a couple of bucks and pay for the milk for them. Just try to be helpful, be nice, be kind. Why? Because it could be you next time. You never know. I've had to work all my life, and I didn't mind it. I always liked working, but it took me away from my family a lot more than I would have liked because you can't be in two places at once, no matter what anybody says. And maybe you're the boss and you can uh, carve out more time for your family. But the bosses that I knew that were successful as being bosses, their family was the byproduct of all that they did. So it's a hard decision. But just being kind isn't a hard decision. It really isn't. See an old lady struggling to get the groceries out of her car and put them out of the basket and put them in her car. Give her a hand or him a hand. See somebody who can't reach. I'm only 5 foot tall. All that stuff up on the top shelf at the grocery store, I can't get them. So I'm always looking around, going, who's taller than me? Which is, well, everybody. And very seldom do I have to ask, but occasionally I do. Say, would you mind getting me that V8 that's on the top shelf, please? And I've never had anybody say no or get mad. I always say thank you, it's very kind, and put it in my basket. But it's a matter of just being nice. And if you're smiling and you're nice, it's really hard for people to be yucky around you. I know. It's Haven't you noticed that when somebody's smiling comes out and says, oh, how are you today? Oh, I miss you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful time. It's really hard to go, well, my life sucks and I wish yours did too. No, what do we say? Oh, just seeing you brighten my day. And we go on about our lives. And the next person we go up to, instead of being, hmm, we can go, I'm so happy to see you. How is everything going? I heard your son got into college. I heard your daughter's getting married. I heard you just put in a new garden. Whatever. Just be nice. Because if we're not, I'm afraid we're going to lose our country. There's so much hate, and we can't have hate. We really can't. We don't need destruction. We don't need hate. We don't need people yelling at us or throwing stuff at us or threatening us. We don't. Do you know what we need? We need nice. Yeah. So let's make a point of going out there and just being nice. I know it sounds like a silly thing, but it's really not. Try it. Do it for a week, and then a month, and then a year. And guess what? It'll become a habit, and you'll be nice all the time. Oh, this is my Carmen. Carmen, you coming up? Oh, I wish I was better with cameras, but I'm not. Sorry. This is my Carmen. She is my little terrorist. She is. She is the cutest little thing. And she bites and pulls and tugs and plays all the time. And then she gets tired and she's the sweetest little thing ever. But she's a baby and babies have to learn. And our country's getting ready to hit our 250th anniversary. I know that's very exciting. So let's make sure that it is the most fun and impactful holiday that we'll have ever had. And we can do that by being nice. Let's throw some block parties. Let's have everybody over for barbecues. Let's see if there isn't a big game that's going on, like football or one of those. And we can have, what do they call those, where everybody gets together in the parking lot and has a party? One of those. And by doing that, we're spreading happiness, joy, and we're being nice. And that would just be so wonderful. When my oldest daughter was here, she was telling me how they bought a couple of years ago now, a cabin on the lake, and they live in South Dakota. And you wouldn't think you'd buy anything in the country in South Dakota because it's really cold. And she had some of the funniest stories. And one of the best things she said was she has lived in the same house in Sioux Falls for years. And she knows everybody to say hello and knows their name, but she doesn't know them. They don't do things together. But out at the lake, everybody gets together. They have walks where everybody goes from one house to the next. One has coffee, one has dessert, somebody else has a salad, and on down. And everybody's having such a wonderful time. It's something they look forward to every week. Why? Because everybody's being nice. That's right. And those people they know, not just their names and which house they're attached to. They know about their kids, their grandkids, their new puppy. Whatever's going on in their lives is also part of their lives. And the being nice just contagious. I so envy that. And I was like, well, you moved further away from the grandbabies, didn't you? And she goes, well, we did, but we got a big enough place and we remodeled and we put 3 bedrooms in the basement so that all the kids can show up with all of their kids and there's plenty of room for everybody and everybody can play. They can go swimming in the summer, they can go boating, they can have barbecues and have fun, and the neighbors walk by and they join in. I just thought that was the most wonderful thing I'd ever heard. She goes, and a friend of hers said, well, we're thinking about downsizing because every time I turn around, the kids are here and the grandkids are here, and I'm just too old and too tired. Karen said, we bought another place, but we're not downsizing. We made sure that there was loads of room for all the kids and the grandkids and hopefully the great grandkids someday, which will give me great greats. I think that's fun. I thought it was so much fun. I'm planning on a trip there this coming summer. I'm not going in the winter because, well, snow, ice. Not a good idea for old people because just walking, that sort of thing, be a challenge. And then they'd be worried about me and all that. Come summertime, no problems. And they got the ladies had the most glorious tans. Oh, well, the guys did too, but well, guys are outside all the time anyway. But they had this glorious tans and healthy and happy and having such a wonderful life. I want to be part of that life too. I want to see it for myself. I want to see that gorgeous cabin that they just rebuilt from what what they talked about was, just it had been kind of neglected and now it's just gorgeous. I want to go and spend a couple of weeks down there and have fun and see everything. But I think I'll wait till the end of June, 1st of July. It might be really fun to have a July 4th there. So we'll see. I mean, it is the 250th. And or maybe I'll go up to Mount Rushmore and see because I'm sure they'll have a wonderful display of fireworks and all kinds of activities for that. So yeah, there's so much to do. I love the Black Hills in South Dakota. The farmland is just that, farmland, and very economically viable and certainly necessary for our country. And I love the farmers and they do a great job. And I've got grandsons that are part of the farming community. And, but I don't want to, I've been there. I lived that life. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to work that hard. I know that's probably kind of mean of me to say, but I really don't want to work that hard now. I'm having a lot of fun and I do little mini trips and just have fun, have a great time in this family reunion. Oh my God, I'm so happy about that. I just can't stop smiling. And I'm hoping that all of you can find all kinds of wonderful things to smile and be happy about. And one of the first ways to start is by being nice. I know it's not a hard thing. It's, hi, how are you doing? What's going on? Oh, I saw that you were out mowing your lawn the other day. It looks lovely. It doesn't take much to be nice. It doesn't take a big effort. It doesn't take anything out of your pocket. It just opens up your heart a little bit and makes somebody else smile too. So being nice should be something we all strive to do. Carmen and I, I'm going to wake her up, are going to be doing a lot of traveling this next summer. And we're going to do some traveling this winter. I'm going to go to Arizona for 2 weeks with my daughter. And we lived in Arizona when she was young, and she has all these fond memories of Arizona. Now, I liked Arizona. Um, did I like the 110 degrees? Not so much. But guess what? There's only about 8 weeks where it's really hot and nasty like that. And there's over 8 weeks here in Washington where it's too cold and snowy and icy and windy. So I just, if we decide to move there, it's just a trade off of, do we get rid of the snow and ice and put up with the heat? Because everything's air conditioned. Your home, your car, your businesses you walk into. So it's really not that big of a deal. Now, I see the construction workers and I feel really bad for them, but they in Arizona, the construction workers, like the road workers and stuff, they do it at night. They put up big lights so it's just bright as day, but it's 80 degrees instead of 120 degrees. So it's wonderful. But the big thing I'm trying to get through to people is just be nice, smile, say kind words to people because they mean a lot. Somebody's coming up and going, I love that dress. Judy, you got a new hat. I love that hat. You mowed your lawn. It looks so good. I saw you got a new car. Oh, I'm jealous. That's gorgeous. It doesn't take anything to be nice. So please make a point of being nice, being kind, and having a lot of fun. Lots and lots and lots of fun. And don't forget your family, because in the end, that's what you have is your family. I thank you ever so much. I'm Grandma Judy. Bye bye.